Good evening and welcome to a Thursday evening Bobby Zines, or now ObeLive's live stream. It is following the premiere that I just did over on YouTube on this channel. Let me just find it. The women linked with Prince Harry. I saw a few names pop up, so big thanks to any of you guys who have tuned into this, that watched this. I will of course put a link in the description of tonight's video, as well as the live stream of where you can watch this. It goes back to there was this massive publicity stunt about when Harry brought his autobiography out. They were bringing stories out left, right and centre. You know, basically for every chapter there was a Harry announces he's let me turn the background audio off a second because that could be annoying. Okay. Yeah, for every chapter, like, the press would bring out a story. The woman that Harry lost his virginity to, and then all of a sudden this woman finally breaks her silence. Well, no, not exactly her silence. It's just, it was, you know. And they managed to find someone that could come out, Sasha Walpole or something. As you did see, Walpole was a 33 name. So they, as always, get their numbers in. We like to see that. And we then went and looked at, the press had compiled a what would you call it? A flip book? I can't think of the name. A compilation of pictures of all the women that Harry had supposedly been linked to and dated with over the years, like it's a big deal, like it's reality. Of course it isn't, and just an example of that is looking at the women, just taking a close look at them, having a bit of scrutiny and seeing that these people are nothing but a bunch of fakes, in my opinion. Right, as always, it's wise just to check my audio. Please bear with me 1 second. Yep, things sound like they're playing back okay. I'm not sure if I might call this live stream the first sign of madness. Of course, the first sign of madness is talking to yourself. And if you're doing a live stream and no one's tuned in, you're literally talking to yourself. So, Michael Khan, thanks ever so much for not letting me call my live stream the first sign of madness, because someone is tuned in and listening. That is hugely appreciated. I did put an end to my Thursday evening live streams, as in having a structured one. I've now changed it to doing premieres followed by a short live stream afterwards, just to maybe add a bit of context to the video we just watched, and also to address, because I do still like to have a look at what's going on in the mainstream. Michael, am I right? I've seen you comment on the videos of Mikey Smith. I mentioned him on Sunday. He put up some, kind of videos where you could say depressing. He looked pretty desperate in them. And it's something, it looks like YouTube's destroying his soul, and it does have the ability to do that. I would say Mikey, in terms of the size of his channel, the amount of content he puts out, is similar to this one, Bobby Zines. He's been around a long time. He's always been around the 2K mark, as it were. And his live streams seem to get a similar number as mine. Michael says the trolls are getting to him. Please pray for him. Yeah, I noticed he took down the videos that he originally put up. 2 of them, in which he didn't address anyone in the live chat, and just seemed so down. And I've always said, there's some wonderful YouTubers. Michael, you're one, and you're actually making videos on the nature of Earth, on the shape of the Earth, and as Mikey's finding out, it brings with them some, I've always called them unpleasant liars, people that you have to interact with, or that just invade your comment section. Couldn't be doing with it. I have put up with people threatening me and telling me I need to get help in the same way as Mikey gets, but it never bothered me, you know. They're always just clowns on the, you know, people that, who knows what they are, but yeah, none of their comments are going to convince me, for example, that it seems all the celebrities we come across have the weirdest ears going. They're all out of proportion for a woman, as it were. A lot of the people we saw on that came up, the names that came up in this video. So yeah, it's, as much as, you know, I can handle these kind of comments, I certainly don't want to invite them. And, you know, I do admire those of you that regularly put out content and have to deal with, I say guess barefaced liars is an unfair name for some of these people, but on the other hand, I think they're lying to themselves in a lot of circumstances. They are barefaced. Just like these celebrities, you could call them barefaced. They've got the faces of a bear. They've got the Hollywood jaw. They've got the doll-like, you know, the babies that look like a frickin' rubber doll. They've got the Joker-shaped mouth. And they're just not the kind of people you come across in everyday life. Perhaps that's why they've been excelled and put on the big screen, because they are that unique, that different to the rest of us. They've got babies that can pretty much do sit-ups within a week of its life. And yeah, the Hollywood jaw, that is what this woman here has got. It is a particular shape to a woman's jaw, and I'm convinced it's people in Hollywood, you know, the surgeons just shape the jaw of so many actors and actresses. Now there's two ways of looking at it. I'm going to stop this video, and just while we're talking about out of shaped faces, and this is by no means being disrespectful, Reese Witherspoon, or Weatherspoon, whatever she's called, Reese, here we are. She's got the typical Hollywood jaw, and you can just see it's being worked on. As I said, there's two possibilities with this image. One, she has had her jaw reshaped by a surgeon, or two, they are putting prosthetics on these people's faces, so that, I mean, those teeth don't look real to me, but we're getting off the subject, I get. Yeah, Michael says they're either liars or severely thick. I think they're people that want to cling on to Santa Claus, as it were. You're taught something as a kid, you maybe have an emotional bond with it. I mean, I was devastated to hear Santa Claus didn't exist. I actually wanted to forget because it was a teacher that told us. We were about 7 years old or something, and at the time I despised her for it. And I was at the age where you don't really know how memory works, and I said, oh, well, I forget things all the time. Let's hope I'll forget she told me Santa Claus doesn't exist, because that lie was better than finding out that the bearded man in the red suit doesn't really come down your chimney. Yeah, it's a strange place for a lie, you know, deep in the, what many people, it's a, yeah, blatant pagan festival. I am, you know, pretty much most live streams, I'll tell you, I observe the Sabbath, and that is the complete opposite to Christmas and pagan festivals. I want to say hello to Jeff Gashead, by the way. Lovely to see you in the chat tonight. You caught your mum delivering presents at a very young age. Yeah, I used to bother my mum, seriously, Christmas night. We had like a fireplace and a big metal fire guard, and next to that was a chair, so like we couldn't just move it out the way, small kids, and I was keeping on at my mum, come on, we've got to move the fireplace and whatnot so Santa can come in. And she was like, yeah, I'll deal with it after you've gone to bed. She wasn't going along with it. She would put the she would put sherry and mince pies out for them, which is a bizarre ritual. Well, yeah. But yeah, Santa was... And of course, he does something... What does he do? He flies around the earth. Have you ever seen every Christmas day, Bing, do this clock, the Santa clock? Track Santa around the globe. He's very much part and parcel of the life system. He's a celebrated character. I've mentioned it before. I've never watched it all the way through, but there was a Swedish film called Foreign Export, and it talked about these people in, I'm not sure if it was Sweden or Greenland or Iceland or some very cold, Finland maybe, and they dug down into the ice and uncovered this demonic entity, and it turned out to be the real Santa Claus. It was someone they had buried in ice because he was so obscene. Yeah, Michael says Satan. Yeah, I'll show you the film Foreign Entity. I did. Well, back when I was very early on live streaming, we did a watch along of the film 1984, a version Foreign Export, a Christmas story. It's called. Yeah, we did a watch along of 1984. And okay, we've got a refresh. Let's hope the stream's still working all right. It doesn't want us to look for... Of course it does. I've just dropped a connection. It's claiming I'm... Oh, I've still got the text up on the screen. My apologies. About to begin. We began ages ago. Yeah, I do ask for any feedback, actually, if I ever make a mess up like that. If I've, got music playing in the background or the audio's gone dead, yeah, please let me know. Right, I will find Foreign Export, bear with me. Either that or we'll end up making this a gamer stream where you can watch me play this ridiculous game. What am I doing? Yeah, we are going to go back to this. I'm sure it will load in a second. I'm certainly connected to the internet because the stream's still working. Right, this is the film. It's all done in Swedish. And someone recommended it to me and said it was really good. But it's subtitles though. As long as you can put up the subtitles, you'll be alright. Oh, am I hearing audio somewhere? Hang on. Okay, yeah, just so it's funny how Santa never gives anything. I did think it very unfair that, credit, the stuff I begged my mother for when I was a child, she struggled bringing us up, and we would ask her for ridiculously expensive gifts, thinking, well, Santa brings it, doesn't he? She didn't even get the credit for it. It makes me cringe when I think back to Christmas. And I know it's entwined in family. Right. Yeah, there seems to be quite a lot of films about demonic Santas. So, yeah, rare export. Yeah, as I was saying, sorry, I did a watch along with 1984, and following that, because it was free of copyright, I thought, I can stream any film, brilliant. So I tried doing rare export, and they blocked the audio on me. So yeah, you can't just put... I'm sure we could watch like a trailer with the audio off. Let's see, where's videos? I don't know. I'm not sure if they'll show us too much in any of these. I don't know how much you get to see of like Frozen Santa, as it were. But it might be something you want to check out one day before, You don't necessarily have to watch it around Christmas. Yeah, watch it, look for it. The real Santa's come to town, and there he is. They've got him hung up, and they try and move him. What is it they say? Truth in movies, lies in the news. Who is it says that? Russian vid says it a lot, along with, other people, but he's one of the YouTubers I'm not sure if he coined the phrase, but he's one who I certainly heard saying it. Yeah, check it out. Okay, I'm gonna put a link to this video that we premiered earlier in the live chat, in case you didn't get to see it, and of course in the description of tonight's video. The reason I'm putting it in the live chat is so I've got a reference to it. Right, what's it called? Harry's Women. I'll abbreviate it to. By the way, Twitter is not a platform I'm that active on. I do always tweet it. A lot has been made of the fact they've changed the logo, although it still is twitter.com. Do you think that will change at any point? Will that suddenly become x.com? I've got to wonder. I've seen many, not so much on the web browser, but when I look at Twitter on my phone, I've seen many posts, and they, where it says location, it says Earth, almost as if, well, are we going to start seeing footage that supposedly doesn't come from Earth? I suppose, yeah, it'd be curious to see what videos from the ISS are credited as, although on the web browser it doesn't look like it shows it, but I've definitely seen it on the app on my phone. Yeah, by the way, we're going to have a look at this story before we finish tonight. Serena, the real woman Williams, reveals the sex of her second baby with an impressive display. What, do you think she's still playing tennis while pregnant? Surely not. They would not make that claim, would they? I can't believe that. They would never show Serena in her pregnancy gear, would they? By the way, Michael Kahn and Jeff Gashead, thanks ever so much for being part of the live chat tonight. As I did say earlier, I am tempted to... I was wondering if I was going to have to call tonight's stream the first sign of madness, as obviously talking to yourself on a live stream, sorry, doing a live stream where no one tunes in is talking to yourself, and that is supposedly the first sign of madness. So thanks for saving me from that. I think, yeah, Sunday night seems to be the best evening for me to live stream in terms of numbers, but I do like to do one on a midweek as well. Right. Serena and Alexis arranged for the gender of their second baby to be revealed via drone display at a baby shower / gender reveal. This is such a ridiculous thing forced on us. Do people really do this now? All that is an opportunity for, people who want to believe they can change their whole world, their whole paradigm, to get offended. I think that's all that's being set up to be. Thanks, Michael, saying that the audio is good. I'm pleased to hear that. Yeah, what do we think of Serena and the father? Look at his... Yeah. I noticed that they mentioned Serena as having this baby with another woman. Oh, Alexis. Oh, maybe Alexis Ohanian is a man. Surely it's not this guy here, is it? Because that looks like a rubber mask he's wearing. Has anyone noticed that? Hang on. Look at these people. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If a demonic entity was put in front of you, would you be able to identify it? And yeah, I remember having a chat with a guy. I'm not sure if his videos are still up, but I know he's got a channel, Joker Man. He was in our live stream, in our live chat very often in the past, and he said he didn't particularly believe Serena or Venus, one of the two, or anything other than claimed. These people are so far from real that it's ridiculous. This is the father, right? Okay, it's not two women having a baby. This is typical Instagram rubbish. Yeah, that's not a real pregnancy tummy. How many belly buttons does she have? Although, yeah, notice I quickly zipped past the image of, I guess it's meant to be her father. Yeah, look at the, oh, hang on, the length of the arms compared to, I don't know, make of them what you will, but apparently she's having another child, and won't that be amazing? I'm suggesting everything from, well, I say the neck down, but who knows how far it goes, is a silicone bodysuit. Perhaps the hands are legit, perhaps it stops at the shoulders, but yeah, the body is a silicone body, I would hazard a guess. Yeah, I've covered silicone bodies many times. It was suggested, hang on one sec, yeah, I did in, was it tonight's promo? One of the videos I did once, we looked at I did it on one of my shorts, although I think I put a longer video up on my other channel, which perhaps I'll premiere at some point. Unless I just did it all in a short, I can't remember. It came from a live stream anyway. Where was it? It was this one. And I said everything in this video from the elbows down is a silicone suit. And well, we never see below the knees, I don't think. So yeah, as good as that may, I called this video too real to be fake. Does it look too real to be fake? Well, unfortunately, yeah, this is a fake presentation. Maybe a real woman, I'm not going to say on that, but definitely not a genuinely pregnant woman. Not a chance. Not a bit of it. Though, yeah, how many other celebrities are doing the same thing? I can only guess, but I'm going to say quite a lot. Yeah, the mainstream media's ability to fabricate things is absolutely incredible. But this woman, by the way, in case you're wondering, you know, what have you just plucked some random woman off of TikTok or something? No, this is a celebrity. This couple, well, they're a celebrity couple. They are something to do with the American TV program, The Bachelorette. Something like that. Okay, yeah. I would be curious. I mean, Michael and Jeff, any thoughts on Serena or Venus, or anyone watching? You know, you're not under no obligation to leave a comment in the chat, but I would be curious on your thoughts on that. Okay, right, we've been getting on for half an hour, so I guess we are gonna start winding things up soon. Let's see. Yeah, if anyone wants to leave share tonight's live stream, that is always appreciated. There may be some chance of, more than 50 or so people tuning in. I am focusing more efforts now on one of my other, on my second channel. I upload twice a day now to my cat video channel, and yes, the numbers are certainly better than my ObeLive ones are getting. This channel used to be Chronicles of the Unconvinced. I've changed it to Chronicles of the Cats, and it pretty much exclusively upload cat videos now to that one. Anyone that subscribed to this channel and subscribed to that one thinking they were going to see, more of the same from me, I hope you don't mind. But yeah, as I say in the banner, when God gives you cats, you make cat videos. I think the saying is it when life gives you lemons, or when, I always thought it was when God gives you lemons, but whichever way it goes, you make lemonade. So obviously when we're blessed by our loving Father with an abundance of animals, we're not a farm, so what we're going to do, we're not going to milk them or share them, or sell them for meat. My goodness, we'd never do that. I am a staunch vegetarian. I would never dream of eating any animal, let alone not just because, I couldn't, I don't look down upon anyone that chooses to eat meat. I believe even like the Holy Scriptures talks of God commanding people to eat, to sacrifice animals, and as part of, is it Passover, they're supposed to eat lamb or something? It's either Passover or the Festival of Booths or something. No, I think it represents when the Hebrew slaves were released from Egypt, and they wouldn't have time to eat, so they had to eat on the go. So I'm not sure. God instructed them to eat a particular type of lamb, kid of the goats, as they called it. Jeff says it's suspect at least. Oh, Serena and Venus Williams, yeah, they're more than suspect. They are very good at fabricating the human body, and it goes on in tennis. What does that mean? There are obviously some wonderful tennis players out there. There are obviously some wonderful female tennis players out there. Only the ones that really get massive attention, that get, reality programs made about them, the ones that get their weddings and babies featured in OK magazine or some other media outlet, they're the ones that are fabricated. But yeah. And what does that mean for massive events like, the Women's Open, Wimbledon, Venus and Serena winning all those titles? Is it just part of a fairy tale they're selling us? More of the, Santa Claus? I, myself, have become very wrapped up in sport in my life, ridiculously passionate about a football team that I have no real links to other than they won the FA Cup when I was about 6 years old. So I had some emotional, connection to them, celebrating their wins, feeling down when they lose. And it's a emotional roller coaster. It is also breaking the Sabbath. Football on a Saturday afternoon, my goodness, how disrespectful can you get? A day of complete rest and thousands of people congregate in a football stadium. Fingers down your throat time, as far as I'm concerned. That's my opinion on it. As I said, I lived that life for many years, so I don't hold any judgment against anyone that doesn't observe the Sabbath. I can just strongly recommend doing it. Sundown tomorrow, Friday, preparation day, a day of, cleaning your house, preparing it as if you were inviting God to come and stay, getting the house ready, and then, just complete rest for 24 hours. I do allow myself to watch YouTube on those times, but, anything else, you know, playing the Xbox, although I stopped for years playing games, but yeah, have a break from it. Stay away from the shops. They're toxic places. Yeah, if you want to experience a toxic environment, go into, I don't know, Superdrug on a Saturday morning. My goodness, what a... Okay, whatever. For some people, you know, I know it's not the easiest thing in the world to tell your boss, I'm not working Saturdays anymore. For some people, you know, depending on what job they're in, particularly if you work somewhere like Superdrug, it would be incredibly inconvenient, but yeah, sometimes you've got to do it. It is worth, emotionally, it's worth it. Physically, it's worth it. Having a day where you think how many people wake up on a Sunday morning with an absolute hangover and feel rough for, you know, most of the week because they've pissed it up too much on a Saturday night or a Friday night. I go to bed on a Saturday evening feeling totally, energized and ready for, you know, at least attempt to be in some state to be fruitful and productive. Okay, yeah, with that I'm probably gonna... Oh, greetings to Duper Ponies. How dare you block me? I'm not a troll. I haven't blocked anyone. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed all those messages. Hello, Duper. I don't know what that's all about. We do... Oh, Michael Khan, I'm gonna give you the honoured position of moderator. So if ever, I don't know, yeah, you know, if ever you want to share a link, you're in a position to do so. Duper Ponies came in ranting about being blocked. I'm not sure what that was all about, but by all means, you know, let us know how things are, Duper. Always good to see people in the live chat. Whether you agree with me or not, I've got no problems with people disliking my content. But, right. Okay, I'm going to put this sign up now. Thanks for watching, and we are pretty much going to think about packing in for the night. Let's see. Yeah, Michael and Jeff, thank you for being with us this evening. Right. Let me just line that up a little bit better. Okay, we got a bit of audio. I think it plays for about, how long? 1 minute 52, so I'll let the music play and I will call it a night. Let's see, we'll have one last look at... No, we don't need that up. Yeah, as I said, I'm doing my best to do a premiere now rather than doing live streams on a Sunday and a Thursday. I'm now doing premieres, although I was in two minds about doing them tonight. I think I might just stick to Sundays for live streams now. Still do a premiere on a Thursday, but we'll see, because I am focusing more time and effort, as I said, on my other channel. So I will, yeah, hopefully see you on Sunday. My goodness, the numbers have been absolutely terrible tonight. I am massively appreciative of those that have tuned in and stuck with us. Michael and Jeff, thank you ever so much. But yeah, this is the reason I stopped live streaming on a Thursday night. I guess there's too many other brilliant YouTubers out there that are doing their own live streams at this time. Yeah, by the way, thoughts go out to Mikey. I think he's I like his content. His shorts really do make me laugh sometimes, and he's taken some really interesting pictures. I know a lot of, I think one of the criticisms was that, Mikey, your pictures are out of focus, but no, I think they give a real interesting look actually at he's captured some very interesting images of the night sky. I've monitored it on a very small scale. Audio's finished. Okay. Yeah, I did do a time lapse of the it was the moon and probably Jupiter. They were both really bright in the sky, and I did a time lapse for probably about an hour, maybe half an hour, and it does noticeably move in the sky, obviously. Yeah, it's only like about, I think I stretched it out to 10 seconds, the clip. It's so short, but it does cover a much longer period of time. Okay, I guess we're over and out. As always, yeah, if you want to hit the thumbs up before you leave, that is always appreciated. And sharing this on social media likewise. Okay, I'm gonna zip it up now for the night. Okay, have a good weekend, and yeah, the Sabbath day all the way. I will be back with you. I'll be certainly doing something Sunday. I'll be doing a premiere. I may do a short live stream just to give maybe some context. I think they work better if I do the live stream after the premiere. Although I have done them before. I've done them when I'm setting up. Maybe I'll do that Sunday. We'll see how it all pans out. Okay, I'm not going to let this audio play through for another time. So I'm going to leave it there and thank everyone for tuning in. Those of you that have, over and out. Good night.